Hey, BJ Peters here from stampinbj.com with another great tip and trick video for you today. Today I'm going to talk about the Springtime Foils Designer Series paper and how to color it and using stamp pads and your Stampin' Blends. Let's get started. So this is the Springtime Foils. This is the card I made a couple weeks ago that I just loved and was at my card buffet in March. So then I started playing around with doing more of the rubbing the stamp pad across the Designer Series paper like I did in this one a couple weeks ago. And here's one I made that I loved. So again, I used Pool Party, colored the flowers and the leaves in with the Stampin' Blends. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love this paper. You guys are going to be wowed by these. Look at, so here is Daffodil Delight and Old Olive, and then I rubbed the basic gray stamp pad over the top of this one. This is the first one I did. Rich Raspberry, Old Olive, and again, basic gray. This one is Cherry Cobbler, Old Olive, and basic black. This one is Bermuda Bay, Old Olive, and basic black. Love that one too. So let me show you how easy this is to make. And I have a piece of the Stripe Designer Series paper here. And again, you can get the Springtime Foils Designer Series paper with your $50 order during Sale-a-Bration, and there's only a couple weeks of Sale-a-Bration left, so you want to get in on this deal because you are going to want this paper for sure. There is so many gorgeous things. So all I did was rub my stamp pad over the top. Now I'm going to take a Kleenex and I'm just going to buff that out a little bit, get all the ink off the metallic areas where it's not going to dry on there. And you don't have to be really fast. It will buff off. So now I get this beautiful kind of, I don't know, almost like a matte metallic kind of look. Love that. What I did was I cut out several flowers and leaves from the Springtime Foils Designer Series paper. So like some of these flowers. And I'm going to show you how easy it is just to color them in. And I'm going to use my Real Red Stampin' Blend. I'm going to use the dark one, and I'm going to use the dark Old Olive. And I'm just going to use the brush tip end and just go right over this, just like that. And so the metallic pieces on here kind of resist the Stampin' Blend as well. And it kind of highlights it a little bit. That beautiful. And we're going to do this big flower too. If you go over it again, just like with any of the Stampin' Blends, you'll get a little bit darker color. So if you want something darker, you can get that. So there's the flowers. Let's grab these leaves here. Thank goodness for our paper here, right? This pads, otherwise we'd have a really messy surface. And if you didn't know, you can actually purchase these pads to stamp on. They are a great stamping surface. There are our leaves. All right, so let's put this card together. I've got one of the Stitch Shapes ovals here, and I'm going to use that on my card base layer. And my card base is going to be this Cherry Cobbler that I did 4 1/4 by 11 and scored it at 5 1/2. I'm going to put this beautiful paper right on here. Love that Springtime Foils. And then I have a little strip 3/4 of an inch by 4 1/4 of the other one of the other Springtime Foils papers, and I colored that with the Old Olive stamp pad to kind of coordinate with the leaves a little bit to give it a little horizontal kind of look to it. And here is our stitch shaped oval. Now I'm just going to add the flowers. I'm going to pop them up on some dimensionals here. Put the big one on first. So easy. Over there, we're going to add this other one. There, like that. And we got the 2 leaves. And I'm just going to put some dimensionals on towards the end of those and stick them underneath the flowers there. Perfect. Love it. Love it. Isn't that gorgeous? So this is the springtime foils. Don't be afraid to color it. Use your Stampin' Blends. They are amazing. Remember, you can purchase these products in my online store at stampinbj.com. And remember to create and feel great.